Hi Libras, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. So for all my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women, we are now in the new year, so happy new year. So we're covering January 3rd till the 9th, as you see below. And for this week, astrologically, I'm not really seeing anything like major that I want to point out, but we are entering that shadow period before Mercury retrograde, because I believe it goes retrograde next week on the 14th, and it's going to be in Aquarius. So if you have any important documents, paperwork, submissions, even presentations, or an important conversation that you need to have, if you can possible, have it done this week, just because when the retrograde hits, it kind of slows things down, brings delays, brings technical difficulties, stuff like that. And I'm not saying to be afraid of the retrogrades and stop living your life, but you know, sometimes it just makes things a little funky. So if you have any important things you need to get done, and try not to procrastinate and get it done this week, okay? All right, so we're gonna be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards, okay? All right, so my beautiful Libras, when it comes to your health, we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. So you're thriving. Your health is amazing, or you're feeling good, okay? Even if you have some issues or aches or pains or something, you're doing good. And I think it's because you're full of love. You could be spending a lot of time with family, or family is really important to you. Maybe you have children or babies, or you're spending time with nieces, nephews, or baby sisters, siblings, or pets. You know, maybe your pet is like your baby, right? Like Nala's my baby. But it just feels like when you're around family or things, people, places, things that you love, it just like you thrive. You feel so good, and I feel like your emotions are, you're in a good emotional place for the most part, okay? I know we all have our ups and downs, but it just feels like maybe the connections you have around you, or even if it's just one sibling or one pet or one person, makes you feel really good about yourself. So you're receiving love and support in your health. And especially for your mental and emotional health, you feel really supported. Or when you're hanging out with certain people or spending time or talking to people, that makes you feel really, really good, right? It just like raises your vibration. Like you could be sick, feeling, you know, like you're in pain, but once you talk to someone or you're hanging out with the people you love, you're just like, like kind of, you just forget about the pain, right? Has that ever happened to you? All right, and then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So there is something here in this area of life where you're not feeling appreciated, or you're not feeling loved, or maybe you feel like you're in a job or you're at school or you're doing something that doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't speak to you, you're just like, oh, like I hate doing this, or I can't stand this, or I don't feel like I can really be myself. Or you feel like it puts you in a weird position where you have to do certain things that like you know is not right, or you gotta act in a certain way that really is not who you are. Like you gotta be mean or be extra assertive, and that's naturally not who you are. Or you have to say no, or I don't know, maybe you got to be the bad guy at work and you don't like doing that. You don't like stepping on people's toes, or you're just flat out doing something that you're not resonating with, or you don't feel appreciated. So your emotions, the way how you feel emotionally, is not matching what you're doing right now or what you're working on. And that is affecting you and not making you feel like you're in the right place or in the right environment, work environment, or something with your finances. You feel like you got to push emotions away to get what you want. Otherwise, when you let your emotions and feelings get in between, it kind of it throws you off course. And it kind of, I think you don't like to feel that way. You like to be able to, you know, I want to do something because I want to do it, but also get some kind of reward from it as well. But it feels like in order to gain money or success or status, I have to do things that like are out of my character, or like are not me. And that always doesn't make me feel good about myself afterwards, right? Because at the end of the day, you sleep with yourself, you sleep in your own bed, and you gotta, you know, live with your conscience. And I'm not saying you're doing anything bad, but it just feels like here, you almost feel like sometimes to get ahead in life, I feel like I have to sell out, I have to sell my soul, I have to give up certain things. And like, I don't like that. It makes me feel icky. I don't like feeling like that. I want to still be true to myself and be able to live life, right? But I don't want to have to kill myself and have to sell my soul and do certain things just to have material, or just to be able to have a roof over my head, you know? So I understand it's kind of a struggle, and with everything going on in the world, it can be hard to figure out what you should be doing, but never push your feelings or your emotions to the side. Like if you feel something is not right, don't do it. Don't do it, because your spirit is always going to guide you. It's always going to tell you this is not for you. Do not do this. Move somewhere else or do something else. There's always a where. There's always a will. Wherever there's a will, there's a way. Okay? All right. And maybe the reason why you're feeling this way is because the universe and God or angels, they want you to make a change. They want you to shift. They're forcing you to feel uncomfortable and feel this way because they want you to change. They want you to do something different. And if they didn't make you feel this way, you wouldn't have that urgency to change. Does that make sense? All right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side here, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. All right, and then on this other side for this other person, and of course, keep in mind this can apply whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends with benefits, you don't know what's going on. It's okay, it's just the energies, and it can be past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above, because really time doesn't exist. It's all intertwined. So whenever you watch this is probably when you're meant to watch it. But I know in our human brains, right, we need structure, we need order, times, dates, calendars. It kind of helps us keep things in a, aligned, I guess, or in order. So on this side for this other person, we have Seven of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Five of Cups. All right. So right off the bat, I feel someone who's more emotional than you, or is definitely more in their feelings, more so than you. This person could be a Pisces or another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe be earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out, or be like a mixed match, okay? So yeah, I feel like this person is very emotional or in their feelings, or they've been extra moody, extra kind of like up and down. You're like, what the heck? I don't know what's going on with this person. Or they'll say certain things or act in a certain way. You're like, why is this person on their period or something? Like, it can be a dude, it could be a guy. And you're like, this person's like being so moody. They're like moodier than me and I'm a girl or something. But it seems like they're dealing with like insecurities and not knowing how to express it. And they feel insecure because they feel intimidated by you. And it's like an intimidation that you are not aware of. You're like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't try to pretend like I'm better than them, or I don't think I'm superior in any way, right? And as a Libra, and Libra rising myself, we struggle with this because we always feel misunderstood because people will judge, and we tend to not always show exactly who we are, or it can be really, really hard for us to express our individuality sometimes. And that's not for everybody, but Libras tend to attract a lot of energy like that, where people kind of jump to conclusions and they think we're a certain way, but we're not. It can be really just tough to navigate. So I think just how you carry yourself, how you are, how you put yourself together, maybe your appearance, how you look, or your responsibility, how you work hard, you seem to like have a lot of value, or you embody a lot of powerful characteristics, like just how you are as a person, things that you've manifested, things that you're working on, your personality, how you speak, how you articulate yourself, how you put yourself together. Somehow, some way, this person feels intimidated by you. And this is not something that they're going to verbalize. It's not something they're going to tell you, like, oh yeah, you intimidate me. It's just a feeling. It's just like an energetic thing that maybe you're not aware of, right? Because you're like, I don't know. I live with myself every day. I don't know. I come off this. I'm not aware that I come off this way, but I just do. Somehow this person does get intimidated by you. And this is something that maybe it's like you have no idea. You're like, I don't get why. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't ever say anything, or I'm just me. I'm acting like myself. And I feel like it's how you carry yourself, or just the things that you naturally do. Okay, just who you are. It kind of makes you you have a really strong energy about you. Like, maybe you're very independent. You kind of have your own things. You don't depend on anyone. Maybe the way you look very attractive, or very handsome, beautiful, whatever. The way you take care of yourself, the way you take care of your surroundings, your classiness, the way you speak, the way you move, the things you work on. Maybe you're very gifted, you're very talented, you're very smart. You may embody a lot of great qualities about you that kind of can scare people off sometimes. And I feel like with this person, it's like they're trying to live up to your expectations or what in their head they think you deserve, okay? Because what you think of yourself could be different than how they see you. They see you, there's like it almost like blows their mind. But you're just like, I don't know, I'm just me. I'm just a normal person. What do you mean? But to them, it feels like they're trying to like overcome their fears and doubts. They could have insecurities about their finances, or about their financial situation. Like maybe you're very educated, okay? And this person is not. You know, maybe you went to college and this person didn't. Maybe you have your PhD or doctors or masters, whatever. Maybe this person doesn't. Or maybe you have a really great career and they don't. Or you know, they have a different profession and so they feel like you're kind of superior to them, or they feel inferior to you in some way. And maybe that's not the case, or you don't feel that way at all, but it feels like maybe they grew up in a different kind of environment than you, and they just feel like you're kind of on a different level than them, okay? So there could be like financial differences here that make them feel kind of a certain way, which I've seen a lot with people. And also it's like they hold back their feelings and their emotions. They're a lot more sensitive than they express, a lot more sensitive than they show. And every little thing that you do or that you say kind of like affects them a lot more than you think. So it feels like they're hiding their feelings or hiding how much they like you or how much they feel for you. And it's like they kind of get in their own head and they almost like will self-sabotage. They almost feel like you're too good to be true. And I feel like we got this kind of similar energy last week, right? Where like they almost feel like you're out of their league. And so they kind of hurt themselves by like thinking the worst case scenario, like, oh no, Libra would never like me. Like Libra would never give me a chance. They're just too good for me. Like they deserve better. And you're over here like trying to open up to them and hang out with them and see them, and they're already thinking negatively. They're already thinking that no, I have no chance. It's just going to end up in heartbreak. They're going to ruin my life and I'm going to, you know, be hurt in the end. So I just feel like this person's dealing with a lot of insecurities, inferiority complex, just hurting their own feelings by being in their own head and not expressing themselves, not telling you how they really feel, holding back. And you're over here like innocent, like not really. You're just being yourself. You want to get to know them. You want to talk to them and you are sweet with them. I feel like you are very open with them, but they almost feel like it's too good to be true. I don't know. And I feel like a lot of times people can ruin a good thing because they get in their own head. And sometimes, you know, someone could want to love you and be there for you, but they feel like they can't give you what you need, or like they don't feel like they're good enough for you. And that can stop them from like even pursuing you or like, you know, continuing the journey, I guess. So we'll talk a little bit more in the extended to see where this person's energy is at. What are they thinking about when it comes to you? How do they feel about you in their heart and soul? What they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action or move will be towards you, and also your advice. Okay, because I just feel like they're being really sensitive, emotional, letting their own head get in between, or feeling insecure. It's like nonsense. Like I feel like you don't even care about those things, and I don't know. It just feels like they don't feel good enough for whatever reason. So let's continue on with extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.